Yeah. What is good, Regis recipients? How are y'all doing today? Let me know in the comment section. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Regis Reflections. Y'all already know each and every episode we have a different athlete on the podcast. And this week we got my dog, my brother, aka Young Muhammad Ali in the building, EJ. So what's up to the people, EJ?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Ah, how's the mental doing on a scale of 1 to 10 today, my brother?
Brother, any day I gonna wake up, it's a 10. It's a 10,
Mm,
a 10 out of 10.
God is good. God is good. Who did it? Who did?
God did.
God did. Amen. Amen. So, ladies and gentlemen, Regis recipients, EJ here is an athlete of bingo bounce. Now, boxing here at Notre Dame is an official, unofficial sport, but we still give credit to all our athletes here on campus. So, EJ, can you just talk a little bit about to the Regis recipients what bingo bounce is and what it consists of and the goal and everything like that?
So basically, Bengal Bouts is a group of individuals that come together. Our first goal is to fundraise
Mm,
for the kids of Bangladesh because a lot of these kids, they're not as privileged as the rest of us. Like they don't have schooling, they don't have proper health care. So we come together to raise money, and we get in this big tournament,
mm,
and we go on these fights, and we raise money, we sell these tickets so we can, better the community over in Bangladesh. And
mm.
also we're bettering ourselves as well.
Amen. Hey, we're all about bettering ourselves as young men in this generation. So, what weight class did you fight in, EJ, this past your freshman year and then this past sophomore year?
So I'm not gonna lie, my freshman year I was a big boy. I was like 198. I lost. It was too damn big.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this sophomore year, I was I fought in the 192 weight class.
Mhm.
They put me up a weight class. Like I'm 183. I was supposed to be in the 186 weight class, but
They moved you up?
yeah, they moved me up.
Well, why did they move you up? Do you know why?
I heard it was just because they needed like more competition. Like they felt like it would be too easy for me in the 186. But they had to move me up.
So they really just challenged you at the end of the day, really. They pushed you forward.
Yeah, they pushed me forward, and I appreciate them for doing that because
Mm,
if I had won the 186 class, I wouldn't have felt like accomplished.
that's true. So you push yourself more. So what got you, whom or what got you really into boxing? And what age did you start doing boxing at all?
So I started boxing last year.
Mhm.
Um, in school, I mean, how sometimes you in school you have
Yeah, yeah.
little
Look,
fights on the
look,
basketball
look, look,
court.
look I'm fighting bass, of course, slap boxing. I know the vibe.
So sometimes I'm a very nice kid, but sometimes people like to push it. So I was like, maybe I should, get these hands registered so,
Mm,
I can
mm.
protect myself and protect the people I love. So I was like, and then I heard Bengal bouts on campus. I was like, so wait, I can fight and people can watch me fight and I can get a lot of people watch. And then, they giving me love. So I'm like, I can already fight. So I might as well.
Okay, so when you decided and to put your mindset to bingo bounce for freshman year, first time, what was the training looking like? How was the training? How was the curriculum? Just the technique and the practices. What did that look like?
So the practices were brutal. It is
Ooh.
nothing short of brutal. 2 hours. They made you do like 1,000 push-ups one day. They made you they made you 1,000 squats, a burpees, everything for 2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours. And then people were throwing up. Oh my God, it was brutal. And listen, me, I'm not gonna lie, I transformed my freshman year. My freshman year, I was like kind of like undisciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't really, focused on school. But what we do in Bengal Boss is they make you grow. So
Mm-hmm.
so I lost my freshman year just because I wasn't like going to practice like that. So I was like, matter of fact, let me step it up next year. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So going back before we get to the sophomore year and your glorious championship days, fortunately, we have to look at the flaws. So freshman year, I know you won your first fight. I remember that the boxing mat, the boxing. After that, how did you feel after winning that first fight?
Listen, I played organized sports all my life.
Mm,
I played basketball, I played tennis, I played gymnastics. When you get inside a ring and you're the only one, it's not the rest of the team. You're the
mm,
only one who won this because you put all in the work.
mm,
There's no feeling like this. Every
mm.
man wish they can fight.
It's
It's
true.
our primal it's in our primal instinct. So there's no feeling like this. It's all on you.
Mm,
So you feel
mm,
great. You feel on top of the world.
Okay, so how did that momentum carry into the next fight, which ultimately, unfortunately, you lost by split decision? How did that energy and that momentum of you being the only one and of only focusing on you carry into that next fight?
Well, it carried in a way that was like I'm already getting like this acknowledgement and I'm getting this like people already like telling me, "Oh, you like this."
Mm,
So I'm like, I don't want to disappoint the people's opinions. And I want to, still like perform like how I perform. So at the same time, it gives you more like, how do I say, more like pressure.
do you like that pressure, having that pressure on you? Because some people can't handle the pressure. They don't enjoy the pressure. Do you like having all eyes on you?
So my mom told me
Mm,
pressure makes diamonds and
mm,
pressure is a privilege.
pressure.
Not everyone gets the chance to have pressure. If I didn't want to get in this cage, I wouldn't get in the cage because I don't have to. At the
Mm.
end of the day, I don't want to live my life feeling like scared. I don't want to feel scared. I want to feel like a man.
Yeah, be a man. You want to feel complete at
I
the
want
end
to
of the
feel
day.
complete. And
Mm,
this was the opportunity to do that. So yeah, it transferred, but unfortunately, everyone take L's and losses are your biggest lessons. I
mhm,
listen, I got knocked down one time and I was like, I just came at him the whole round. I didn't care.
mm,
Listen, I might have lost, but I didn't lose mentally. And that's the
mm.
only thing that, matters.
So speaking about that loss, that fight, I think it was the semifinals. Unfortunately, you lost, and you had that momentum built up on not only from the audience, but from just your friends, your brothers, in the previous fight. And you got all the momentum, all the pressure, and you went into this fight, and unfortunately, you lost by split decision. What was your initial reaction after you lost, just in the ring? What was like your first thoughts?
My first thought was that I let everyone down. I let myself down. I let the people that came to support me down. Because I had a lot of people that came to support me and
Mhm.
my family, and I was posting on social media, and I
Yeah.
let them down. That was my initial thoughts.
Mm,
I
mm.
was I was like,
So that whole night when you were just like leaving and walking away, dapping everybody, you just felt that you truly let each and every single one of us down.
yeah, I was depressed.
Okay. So how were you able to pull yourself out of that depression and just all that accountability on you? How were you able to pull yourself out of that dark hole?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like it took like 2 months. Like I was very sad,
Mm,
and I would try to like focus on different things, but everything would remind me of that loss. And at the time, I did have like other people were lying to me and stuff. I'm not gonna get into that, but like
mm,
I did have other things that were weighing on my mind heavy. So at the same time, experiencing this loss and having this other thing just made me depressed. But I didn't show it because at the end of the day, we are men and we
mm.
can't always show our emotions.
So wait, why didn't you show your emotions? Why were you not comfortable enough, or was it just a stigma of men in the world, like you possibly being the future man of your household? You need to hide your emotions. You need to suck it up. Why didn't you show your emotions?
Well, I come from a strong family of men. I'm Nigerian and Jamaican,
Mm,
and to be a man in Nigeria is you're not gonna cry. You're gonna suck it up, and you gonna do it. Because at the end of the day, people rely on you. At the
mm,
end of the day, not everything in life is about being happy all the time. Why?
mm,
I got into this ring knowingly. I knew I could be depressed after I lost.
mhm,
It was my choice. It was nobody else's choice. So if I do this, I'm gonna feel the emotions. It's not on me. It's not on you to help me feel better about myself. It's on me
mhm.
because I'm a man.
Exactly, exactly. So it's just all of it is all on your shoulders, and you have to handle it. Is that how you're seeing it?
Exactly.
So I know after that loss, I take accountability too. Me and a few of the other of, yeah, of the other boys, we would clown you in a sense. We would joke about you losing your fight. Like when we play basketball, we were like, oh, but at least we didn't lose in bingo bounds. Oh, we didn't get knocked out. And we made that joke so many times. And at first, it's all fun and games, honestly. But now to just think about it and actually to hear it, that you were actually depressed and going through that, how did you handle? Because I know you would laugh and joke with us. And I've been in those shoes before where you just smile on the outside, but people don't know what's going on the inside. After that loss and seeing like even your own friends, brothers, just clowning and just joking around with you in a sense, even though about something that you care about deeply, boxing, and about that match, how did you handle that with all of us clowning you in a sense? Not clowning, but just joking around and making fun of you losing that fight.
Listen, did my friends and brothers show up to my fight?
Yes,
Did they
we were
show?
there,
Did they?
front row.
Did they show me get? They showed up to my fight. They showed up to my wins. They support me through the wins, and they support me through the losses. Listen,
Mm,
at the end of the day, listen, I put myself out there to be judged.
mm.
So if you're gonna judge me, I knew that knowingly. And listen, y'all made it funny for me. It's like the losses, like, yeah, it happens. Yeah, of course, I'm depressed. Sometimes I get sad. Of course, the losses made it
Exactly.
funny. But when my friends and brothers can make light of it, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna prove them wrong. They
Exactly.
supported me. It's all love.
Exactly.
Sometimes family, they make jokes. Listen, I, I know for a fact that I made like some like crazy jokes about y'all.
Hey,
And,
we've all been there.
and JD, you know the situation I'm talking about. You know the situation I'm talking.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's life, bro. Like if you are like so like you take everything seriously, bro, you're not gonna be happy, bro. So just like
Happiness is key. Happiness is key.
chill,
So
bro.
I know the school year ended, and side note, EJ here is from Chicago. People, no, I'm not gonna say South Side Chicago. Chirac, Chicago though. So you went home for summer, and when we came back, I remember me and you talked, and we talked about our goals for this upcoming year. And you told me how in the summer you were really just training and locked in, going to the gym. So just talk about after losing the fight, and now you're saying next sophomore year, next this upcoming year, I'm gonna come back even better. What did you do in the summer to prepare yourself mentally and physically for being a bounce in the upcoming spring?
In the summer, I really knew like all the girls, all the parties, all that didn't mean anything to me. Because at the
Mm,
end of the day, it's like I wanted to create a legacy for myself, and I wanted to be happy with myself. Because I'm gonna be honest, like my freshman year self, I was not happy with.
mm,
Like I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing. I was talking to people that I shouldn't have been talking to. I had no business talking to. So I really just changed myself and I changed like how I looked at things. So, and the first thing you're talking about the summer, but the first thing before we start with the physical, the first thing is the mental.
of course, of course.
And mentally, I just changed and I changed, my goals. And I was like, you have to become the champion before you are the champion. So that starts with mindset. That starts with consistency, getting up early and running 3 miles every day, joining the gym, competing with people that are better than you, getting worked in spars, going through the emotion like, am I good enough?
Hmm.
But just know you are good enough. Because God, everyone's good enough.
That's true. God makes us.
God makes us, He makes us in His perfection. So you know what I'm saying? That's all I had. I had to switch my mentality and I had to switch my consistency. So when I was consistent, I was consistently going to the gym. I was working out. I was running 3 miles every day. I was doing this and that. Yeah, of course, the results are going to show.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I know, just talk a little bit about, because when people see boxing, people just think you're always either in the ring, just practicing on your hands. But what's some of the back end that people don't see that you were doing? I know you said you mentioned a few times that you were running, and you even told me this personally. So what are some other things that you had to do to get yourself physically and mentally ready before getting in the ring that a lot of people don't see with boxing?
Listen, everything in this world starts with the mental, and that's a great question. Thank you for asking that.
Mhm.
But mentally, you gotta really relax. You gotta meditate. You gotta know like what you're here for. You gotta have faith. So the main thing that developed ever since I've been doing boxing is faith.
Mhm.
I believe when I go to the ring, most people are like, I don't know if I'm gonna get messed up. But the thing is, even if I do get messed up, I know that God had a plan for me because I gave it my all, but
Mm,
still God made me get messed up. So he's trying to show me there's something that I don't know. That's a plan. So that I have a faith. No matter if I win, lose, or anything, I know that God has got me
mm,
through anything.
exactly.
So that faith made like if I lose, who cares?
Mm,
Who
mm.
cares? I tried my best.
And you have God at the end of the day because
I've
God
got it.
got you.
Yeah.
Mm,
So and then the physical, I would say, yeah, just keeping your body in shape, making sure you run, making sure you learn how to breathe. Like I had problems breathing like last year,
mm,
which I which I I watched some YouTube videos how to breathe properly. Like I
mm,
would always breathe out my mouth. When you
mm,
breathe out your mouth, your whole body is not like getting the oxygen it needs. When you breathe out your nose, you get more
mm. I
oxygen.
never knew that. I never knew
Yeah.
that. It's interesting. Interesting. So we come back this last semester, last fall, and it was apparently. I remember on my birthday we had a talk about our goals for this upcoming year, and you said, "I want to win bingo bounce. I want to win bingo bounce." And that semester, you were entirely locked in for the upcoming spring. So, could you talk about how did you prepare yourself last fall for bingo bounce, just mentally, physically again? Just how did you prepare yourself and just that goal oriented how you were, and how did you express that?
So I prepared myself last fall. Basically, I would make sure I was eating the right stuff. So, we go to the dining hall and make sure, I'm not having none of that soda, none of that GMO stuff. I'm having, you know, water, that chicken, eating
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And,
eating good.
and, and I also had another goal. I wanted to lose weight.
Mhm.
I wanted to get to run 180, which I did because I was watching what I eat. I was going to bed on time. And the
Mhm.
thing most people don't know is that sleep is one of the most important things to academic and physical performance.
Mm,
So
mm,
when you're getting that 8 hours of sleep and you have a set schedule, you have a set time that you're sleeping, you will perform better.
mm.
So it's
That's
just
sweet.
about consistency. Oh, consistency and just doing the things that are getting you better every time. And during the spars and in the fall season, the thing is, I would journal. I would write what I was doing wrong. I would write how is my opponent hitting me? How like what am I doing wrong? I would ask people what am I doing wrong? And I think most people why they don't like achieve or why they don't get better is because they think they're all that. Like
Mm,
they think they can't learn anything.
mm,
No, I'm humble. I know I know I'm not the best. I know I'm not the best. But guess what? I will learn how to be the best.
mm. Preach, brother.
Yeah.
Ah, wow. It's just so you just kind of having God and also incorporating just journaling and kind of doing what you're supposed to be doing consistency is what really you were just on throughout first semester, just trying to better yourself in a
Yeah.
sense for the upcoming spring.
Exactly.
So springtime rolls around. Banger bounce has begun. You're now in a different weight class, but you've been in the situation before being a bounce again freshman year. What differences did you take, or what differences did you do this year that were different from last year for preparation for bingo bounce or just bingo bounce in general? Like, did you do a different routine? Did you incorporate something new? What did you do differently to help better prepare you?
Well, first of all, I was just more consistent. So
Mm,
last year I just wasn't consistent at all. And I was just doing the same things that worked. So when you do the same things that work, and then when you see what doesn't work, then you're like, if you have a set like it's like a machine.
mm,
Like if this can work, then I'm gonna keep on doing it. If this doesn't work, I'm not gonna do it. It's like if I'm opening a door with this key and this key's not unlocking, I'm gonna try a different key.
right.
So it's just try. It's like trials and failures, and just looking and oh, I got messed up with this combo. Oh, this is my best combo. Oh, I'm hit this guy with this combo. It's like, just keep on trying.
That's good. So just keep swimming, as Dory says.
Yeah.
Keep swimming. So you won. How was the experience? You won your first match, your first fight. You move on. You win again. You win one more time, and now you're here in the finals. This is your first time here in the Bingo Bounce finals. Before we get to the finals, what was your mental health throughout each and every single fight, going into the fight and after the fight, and preparing for the next? How's your mental?
The first round, I was excited. I was having fun. I
Mhm.
was like, I'm him. Like, even though I was my guy first round, he was tough.
Mhm.
He was, he was the finalist before. They gave me one of the toughest roads to the finals, but yeah, he was tough. Yeah, I was having fun. I was just chilling because I already put in the work. All I
Exactly.
have to do is have faith in God. I put in the
Amen.
work, to let it succeed. Now my second round, I was scared.
Oh, why were you scared?
I was nervous as I was nervous as I was so nervous. I was nervous just because I lost second round last year.
Mm.
So and there are some certain circumstances that happened to me during that time where I lost last year,
Mhm.
which made me think maybe maybe it's gonna happen again. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Mhm.
So it wasn't about the guy. He was a good boxer, but I know, like I had it in the bag. It was
Mhm.
more of like my mental. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Like my mental wasn't there. I was scared, but guess what?
What? How did you get over that?
I was like, same thing. I had faith in God,
Mm.
and I would talk to the other boxers that were nervous, right?
Mhm.
I was like, bro, even though I was nervous myself, I would tell them, bro, like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna do this, bro, you already put in the work.
Mhm.
Don't even worry about it.
Mhm.
And once I started to feel like they were more confident, their
Yeah.
confidence is rubbed off on me.
Mm.
So it's like I didn't show my emotions. I was stoic about it. And I feel like once we were stoic, that's how we really like tricked our brain to really thinking, nah, I'm good.
Nah, okay. Ah, I like
Yeah.
that mentality. I like that mentality.
And then in the finals,
Mm.
I really didn't have much to lose. So I was like, I was chill. Like I like, bro, I went to sleep like 30 minutes before the fight. I
Ah,
was
wait, so
I was
about the fight, right? So the fight for regional recipients, the final fight is in Joyce in our basketball arena. Lights are dim, ESPN is there. Everyone is a very, very good crowd. And EJ, you want the second or third fight up.
second, third.
Second fight. So you were very early. So a lot of heads were there already, and all eyes were on you.
Yeah.
Before the fight, was there? Yeah, I know you said were you nervous at all before going into the fight? Were you like, I finally made it, or were you still leaning on your fate before getting into the fight?
All right. The third fight I was probably the least nervous about
Mm-hmm.
just because I already made it to finals. I knew I had nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going against like a two-time champion who's never lost before. So I know I'm the underdog and I know no one's like believing in me.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, when no one believes in me, that just fuels me even more. I just like it.
You just like being that underdog, just like
So
people doubt, just
I had no one had expectations for me, but I had expectations upon myself because I already seen what I could do in practice,
mm,
what I could do, them late nights when I was, running 5 miles, 3 miles
I
every
remember
day,
that. I remember that.
wearing you call them weighted jackets, doing pull ups, my arms like aching. I knew like if I got dragged into the mud, I would come out either way
Mm, okay.
because I prepared for the worst.
Preparation is key.
Yeah.
Kobe said that.
If
So
if you plan to fail, I mean, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
that's real. That's real. That's real. So you're in the fight, and it's the finals. They bring both you all to the center. You have both crowds. They're recording, and they say by split decision. And then they call, and you were in the gold, right?
Mhm.
They call you, and you win, and now you have won completely your bingo bounce, 190-pound weight category. What was after looking back after your reaction after losing? What was your initial reaction after winning? Like, what's the first thing that was just running for you after you finally won and accomplished your goal that we talked about in August?
You know, I just felt like the hard work paid off. I felt really good. I felt like I was on top of the world, and I knew it was like it was not me. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't just me, but it was God. It was the people that supported me, like my friends, my family, my coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So I was happy that I could make them proud. I got so much love, from fighting. So I was just so happy that, I could support them, and I didn't make him come for nothing. I didn't make him come for lose, and it's Black History Month too.
That's true.
Don't forget
That's true.
that.
It is Black History Month. It is Black History Month.
That's what my coach said. He's like, "Don't lose. It's Black History Month now."
Nah, that's it. That's it. So looking back on your journey, just from freshman year to now sophomore year, how would you say you've enjoyed your journey? And on a scale, like overall, how would you say you enjoyed your journey, your boxing journey, with all the mental processes, the physicals, late nights, early mornings, the losses, and also now the final dub? How would you rate that experience?
You know, people say this all the time, and it might be corny, but when you look past upon your life, like you really notice like the end wasn't like the final destination.
Mm,
It was like the journey that was like, what made you actually happy.
mm.
It was
And
like going
this journey made you happy?
Yeah, the journey was what made me happy, like going through the ups and downs, becoming a better person.
Mm.
I don't know, like the end made me happy, like because I was like, oh, my work paid off. But what's truly like blessed is like the journey, bro.
I know. I feel like the way that you got there from starting boxing, training, ended up losing and dedicating some, not only summer, but then the fall semester, and then to talk about it and speak into existence months prior, to come back, this full circle, put you in a new weight class, go against reigning champs, and now you're on top.
Yeah,
That journey is impeccable.
I
It's not,
appreciate that, my
that's
brother.
probably better than LeBron's 3-1 comeback.
All right, bro. You blaze it now.
Nah. That's right. That's right. So,
Holy glaze.
hey, he's a GOAT. I know you just saw his game yesterday against the Clippers. Come back. Come on
No,
now.
no, LeBron is the GOAT.
Uh,
But you compare me to LeBron.
brotherhood. That's how
I appreciate
I
it.
see him. You LeBron. I'm like MJ, like
Nah, nah,
KD.
nah, you like Paul George.
But you're smooth. Okay.
Nah, I'm just joking. I was just joking. Ooh, I'm gonna pick someone real good. Cause I'm gonna pick someone better than Paul George, bro.
Who better
Don't even
than
worry about it. You like KD.
Yeah. The
Tight,
super tweet.
tight,
That
tight.
man, that man. So after you've won Bingo Bounce now, do you want to continue doing Bingo Bounce for the next 2 years with your time here at Notre Dame? Do you see yourself doing boxing outside of Notre Dame or further in career, or is this just for fun? What are your thoughts around boxing in your mind?
Well, I wanted to see if I would could go amateur, but I think I'm gonna do that after Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I want to be a three-time champion. Have that three-time, the
Repeat.
three plaques around Keel Hall.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I already got one plaque, so I already got a legacy. All
Mm.
the
And
Keel freshmen, they're gonna see like, damn. Like the black freshmen, they're gonna say, damn. Black. There's only one black guy on the Keel plaque. I'm like, so I'm really representing for my race. So
exactly.
I want that three plaque. So that they see three. So
Yeah.
other black people do the club.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. So, EJ, one final question before we wrap things up, Mr. Young Muhammad Ali. What advice would you give to the listeners and the viewers out there on their mental health journey?
One advice I would give to is, you know, create a schedule and be consistent with your schedule. When you do something each and every day, and you can see like if you're improving or not, it really makes your mental health a lot better.
Mm,
So I would say create a schedule, work out, get 8 hours of sleep, and surround yourself with positive people,
mm,
and I guarantee you'll be happy. Yeah.
Happiness is key. Happiness is key. Well, EJ, thank you again for joining me on this episode of Regis Reflections. Regis recipients, thank y'all for tuning into this episode of Regis Reflections. Big shout out to EJ again, my brother, one of my best friend here on campus. My brother
Same.
made it.
That's my
Yes, sir.
brother.
My
Not
brother,
my
my
not my
brother.
friend. My
Oh,
brother.
brother. We made it, man. He made it. I'm proud of him. Proud of him so much for winning Bingo Bounce and overcoming this. But Regis recipients, thank you again for tuning in to this episode of Regis Reflections. And remember, it's okay to not be okay. You matter. It's your boy JD, and I'm out.